Hello YouTube, my name is Paul, I hope you're keeping well. I'm back today then with another Spotlight video, and today the spotlight shines on Ocean Software's last commercial release on the Commodore 64, or the Cartridge for definite. So this is Space Gun, which came out in 1992 and is an arcade conversion of a Taito classic of the same name. The game is very similar in style to Operation Wolf, Operation Thunderbolt. On-rail shooter they call it these days. I don't flipping know, can't keep up with the jargon nowadays. So yeah, this particular game is one of the only few Ocean games that came out on cartridge to also come out on cassette and disc. And because it came out so late as well, it's really hard to get hold of. This copy I got about 2 years ago as part of a bundle. I sold the other games that were in the bundle off, and it's probably ended up costing me about £10–15. It was the last time I ever saw that game come up on auction. So it may have come up as a bundle with a Commodore 64 and all the rest of it, but I've never seen it on its own. So inside the box then you get the cartridge, which slots into not just the GS but also the Commodore bread bin and the newer Commodore, was it C? Commodore Model C. Instruction pamphlet, which is pretty flimsy, not much in it. And a Maggie. So yeah, it was the last commercial release by Ocean Software, but they did release another cartridge. They didn't release it. They did produce another cartridge game after Space Gun, yeah, called Double Dragon. So Double Dragon was completely rewritten and supposed to be launched after this. It's supposed to also come out on the GX 4000, but yet again it didn't come out. The only way you could get hold of Double Dragon was through trade fairs, and last time I saw it on eBay it went for about 500 quid. So it's definitely a holy grail game, especially for myself and other collectors of this sort of stuff. I'd love to see it come up now, but I reckon it'll go for sort of pushing £1,000 nowadays because it's that bloody hard to get. Double Dragon, that is. So yeah, Space Gun is also available on the Amstrad. It's supposed to come out in the GX 4000 and didn't. So in the end they released it as a 6128 plus only game. Now bearing in mind how obscure that machine is, that particular game is probably as difficult to get as a Commodore 64 cartridge version. Also come out in the Spectrum, the 128K edition. Very good conversion, but again quite difficult to get, bearing in mind it's probably the more common of the three 8-bit systems. Came out on Amiga and ST, again not too difficult to get hold of, and obviously the Master System. So yeah, I've never played the game before, so the first time you see me playing it in a minute is the first time I've ever played it. So I might last 2 minutes, I might beat the game, who flipping knows, it could be a piece of piss, couldn't it? So I'll see you in the game. Right then, let's have a crack at this Space Gun. I've never played the arcade, and I've never played the home computer version, so all brand new to me. 1992, Christ. Can't skip these pages, you know what I mean. Hello handsome, start looking in a mirror. Let's go. Monsters, attack the crew. Will any of them survive? I flipping won't. Interestingly, the Spectrum version looked quite colourful when I saw it earlier. Right, let's go. So you've got your score at the top left hand corner, timer on the right, top right. Some kind of radar device. Got its inspiration from Alien by the looks of it. Not quite sure what actually shows that device. Ah, yeah, I can see now. Quite a useless... Oh, hello. What's that about? Got no idea what's going on here. My life looks like it's already about to end. Thank you. What's going on there then? Must have been a hostage or something. Graphics seem a little bit washed out. I'm quite disappointed by the lack of colour here on the Commodore 64. The graphics move very smoothly, as is always expected from the Commodore 64. All those lovely hardware scrolling sprites. Life on the bottom left hand corner there, I'm not sure what the red bar is. Changes when I fire the gun. Does it overheat or something? I don't know. No! I think above that, I'm not sure what those ammunition types are. Just died, looks like I've just continued. No, I've just killed something that I shouldn't have killed. Crap. Game does feel a little bit sluggish. I'm firing away like a flipping good in here, but no one's dying. Ah. Seems like spacebar does something, but I'm not quite sure what it does. Ah, looks like my special weapons are going down, so maybe that's what it does, selects your special weapons. I noticed the old target change there. Your gun sight. You rescued one hostage, that's successful. Not too bad actually, I'm quite enjoying it. As you can tell by my face. Little cutscenes there. Well, whatever's next. Now I'm on the surface of some planet, maybe? See how long I can survive this. Piss off. Thank you. No problem. Ah, for God's sake. You received a fatal wound. You friggin' fatal wound. A successful first attempt. Giving me the eye. I'll stick my name in. The music's very repetitive as well. Right, let's go. Try it again. I don't think anybody's going to survive. Game's quite hard. Well, I find it quite hard. Well, it's my first attempt, so I would find it quite hard, I guess. I've not read the instructions either. That don't bloody help, does it? Keep your finger on the button. Yeah. The red bar goes down. So assuming once you get to the bottom, you can't fire anymore. So that little thing there then just destroyed whatever was on the screen. Wait, what does that do? Underneath my life it's going a bit funky there on the right, left hand side. Little colourful little squares, triangles, oblongs, rectangles. Get there in the end. Just save the hostage. The thing is, I was going to shoot that thing as well. I've already nearly lost a life. Would you? Ah, for God's sake! I have actually lost a life already. It's friggin' brutal. I can't get over how grey this level is. Oh, I keep expecting him to be a hostage. I always find it funny playing these games with a PlayStation 4 controller. Have all the buttons on this handset. You just need one button. Save in there. Nice save. Thank you. We'll use another continue. Bloody hell, 2 continues on the first stage. Bloody believable. Hostage bonus. Got 2 hostages that time. 1 credit left. All communication from Starbase R has ceased. Take command of Space Shuttle and investigate. Wish me luck. Get off me! Get! Bring it on. I'm gonna die. Bit of freaky looking thing. I think I just died again. You don't notice when you die as well, you just literally go from 1 credit to the next. I'm not sure what's actually causing me damage either. Ooh! Flippin' hell's that? You're dead already. Come on, behave yourself. I am dead. This game is rather unforgiving. I've had enough of this chap already. Am I top yet? Ooh, second. Wow, 13,000. Last go then. I should have read the instructions really. Not a bad little shooter. It's hard. I'm not quite sure where my energy goes. Currently full life, so what is causing me such harm? Is it you? Nope. Is it you? Yes, you bastard. That's 2 bits of energy gone. Oh, I just picked up there. So it looks like I've got invincibility there for a minute. Right, another bit of energy gone. I've also lost my bonus weapon on my extra... What the flipping are you doing? You knocked off 3 bits of energy. Flipping out, mate. One thing I do admire about the Commodore 64 is the smooth, silky scrolling. Look at that, that is smooth as hell. What I don't really appreciate though is its breeze block style graphics. I think I just died. No, not again. Right, so I just hit whatever that was. That killed everything on the screen, including my hostage. That's a bit naughty. What the hell? He's just turned to stone. Oh, for God's sake. One hostage saved, excellent. 1 credit left. Right, let's get off this stage. Come on, let's do it. How can a little thing cause you so much damage? Piss off, you. Another life gone. That's it, mate. Just ignore my bullets and jump at me. That radar is completely pointless in this game, I've got to say. Oh, bloody, here we go again. McFly. Am I supposed to shoot? How am I supposed to flip and do that? You've received a fatal wound. Just piss off. Right, that's enough space gun for me for one night. Not a bad little game. I'll see you for the next part. Well then, just to conclude, the game itself is not a bad arcade conversion. The graphics are silky smooth. They're quite washed out. They don't look particularly colourful, but the sprites are large. Not particularly well animated, are they? I think there's about 2 frames of animation for each sprite. The controls are quite sluggish and quite slow to respond. But it would help if I read the bloody instructions, so I didn't know what I was flipping well doing, especially in regards to the special weapons that I picked up. As a collector's piece though, it's a definite must-have if you're a Commodore 64 man. The cartridge version of that game is so hard to get, it's unbelievable. It doesn't come up very often, and like I said, the only cartridge promotion software at the time that's any more difficult to get is a game that was never released. But I'd love to have a copy of Double Dragon, so if you know of one, please send it my way. Thank you very much for watching, thank you very much for subscribing, and I'll see you again real soon. Take care of yourselves.